In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to write an Excel VBA worksheet change macro to rewrite values. Let's jump straight in. Start by opening Excel and loading the workbook you want to work with. Once your workbook is open, look up at the ribbon and click the Developer tab. On the far left of the Developer tab, click Visual Basic. The VBA editor will open in a new window. Look at the Project pane on the left side of the editor. Find the VBA project that matches your workbook and expand the Microsoft Excel Objects folder underneath it. Inside that folder, you'll see the Sheet nodes. Double-click the Sheet node for your sheet, which in this case is called Sheet 1 Discounts. A blank code window will open on the right side. This is the sheet's code module, and this is exactly where the Worksheet Change event must live. Now let's add the Worksheet Change event stub. At the top of the code window, click the left-hand drop-down that currently says General, and select Worksheet from the list. Excel will usually drop in a default event for you. If Excel inserted a Worksheet Selection Change stub above it, go ahead and select those lines and delete them, and replace that with Worksheet Change instead, so we're only handling the change event. Next, we'll write the rewrite logic. Click inside the Worksheet Change sub so your cursor sits between the private subline and the end subline. Now paste the body of the macro between those two lines. The full code is provided in the description below this video, so grab it from there and drop it in. Let me walk you through what each line is doing so you understand the logic. The first line uses Intersect with IsNothing, then exit sub, which makes sure the macro only runs when the edit is inside the discount column. The next line, Target.Cells.Count greater than 1, then exit sub, bails out on a paste or fill that touches multiple cells at once. After that, the IsNumeric and IsEmpty checks ignore blanks and non-numeric edits, so clearing a cell doesn't throw an error. Then we have Application.EnableEvents equals false, and this one is critical. Without this line, the next line, which rewrites the cell, would re-trigger worksheet change and cause infinite recursion. We turn events back on at the end of the macro to keep things working normally. Once the code is in, press Ctrl+S to save the workbook. Excel will warn you that VBA cannot be saved in the .xlsx format. Click No on that warning. Then in the Save As dialog, choose Excel Macro Enabled Workbook, which is the .xlsm option from the File Type dropdown, and save the file. If this helped, hit like and subscribe for more quick tutorials. Now let's test the macro to confirm it works. Press Alt+F11 to jump back to the worksheet view. Click cell B2 in the discount column to select it. Type a whole number, in this case use 15, and press Enter. The cell should now display 15.00%, and the underlying value stored in the cell will be 0.15. To verify that, click B2 again, and check the formula bar to confirm the underlying value is correct. Now move down and test it again. Click cell B3, type the value 7.5, and press Enter. The cell will update to display 7.50%, just like the first one. Finally, let's make sure the IsEmpty guard is doing its job. Click cell B4, press Delete to clear it, and then press Enter. The cell should clear out cleanly without throwing any error, because the IsEmpty check handled that case for us. And that's the result. The discount column now auto-converts every whole number into a percentage the moment it's entered. Typing 15 displays 15.00%. Typing 7.5 displays 7.50%, and clearing a cell just clears it. The code lives in the discount sheet module. The workbook is saved as .xlsm, and events are re-enabled after every rewrite so the sheet stays responsive.